right, we're back again, and we're gonna do the why page. Let's start with the middle. Why are some buildings so tall? The world's tallest building is in Dubai. They're so tall so that more people can live or work there. The middle of cities are popular places to be. There's no room to spread out, so people build up. Why is the earth round? Because of a force called gravity. The bigger the object, the stronger its gravity. Gravity pulls massive objects and the things around them into a round ball shape. Follow the 3 steps to see a planet being pulled into a shape. So first step, let's see if I can get closer. First step, there's little pieces flying around, and this big piece has gravity, so that means it starts pulling smaller things closer to it. Second part, it gets bigger and bigger, and so there's more gravity, and so it pulls more and more stuff. Then it's bigger and bigger, and it has more gravity, so it pulls even more stuff, and that eventually turns into a big planet like Earth. Why don't we see people on the other side of the world fall off? So our world spins. How come when people are on top, how come when people are on bottom, they don't just fall off? It's because gravity too. Because Earth doesn't have an up and down. A force called gravity pulls everything and everybody on our planet to the ground, no matter where they live. Have you ever heard of the saying, what goes up must come down? That's because there's a big force called gravity, and that's in the center of the earth, and it pulls everything down to it. And that's why when you jump, you come back down to the ground. That's why when you throw a ball, it bounces and always goes back down to the ground because of gravity. Okay, why do leaves fall? Also because of gravity. So trees can get ready for winter. Trees make food in their leaves using sunlight, water, and air. In winter, there's less sunlight, so trees drop their leaves and rest until spring. They take a nap. And then remember, when they fall off the tree, how come they don't just float up and float away into the sky? Because of gravity. They do float around, but then they eventually fall to the ground. Why is there sand at the beach? Because of the crashing waves. Over thousands of years, the waves break up rocks and shells into smaller and smaller pieces until they become grains of sand. So sand is just broken up shells and rocks. Why is the sky blue? Let's see. Light from the sun is made up of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Do you recognize those colors, you guys? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, indigo, and violet. All the colors of the rainbow. That's what light is made out of, all the colors of the rainbow. But blue light scatters more than the others, so it's the main one we see. That's why the sky is blue. So blue light scatters more, so it bounces off the water, off the ocean, and back into the sky, and so it looks blue. Why is summer hotter than winter? Because the earth tilts towards the sun in summer, which is what we're doing right now. It's getting warmer and warmer as we get closer to summer, or get farther into summer, because we're closer to the sun. Then when it's winter, the summer is on the other side. So we're colder because it's farther away from the sun. Why is rock hard? Because it's made of very hard crystal, crystal-like pieces called minerals. The different minerals show up in rocks such as granite. Diamond is one of the world's hardest minerals. A diamond is hard. It's one of the hardest minerals. Why don't people grow their own food? Does anybody have vegetable or herb gardens at their house? Some people do grow their own food, but we can't really grow all of our food because it takes time and hard work. And you can't grow everything in one place because some plants, like banana trees, need to be grown in warm, wet areas. And normally it is not warm and wet here, so we can't grow those there. So if we ever wanted bananas, we have to get them from where they are grown. That's why we don't grow all of our own food. Why is the sea salty? The Dead Sea is so salty, the water is thick enough to sit in without sinking. Because, okay, so this is the question, or the answer to the question, why is the sea salty? Because salt from rocks and soil is taken there by rivers. The water then evaporates off the sea in the hot sun, but the salt stays behind. So rivers drag salt through it and end up in this big ol' sea. And when the water evaporates because the hot sun, it leaves and the salt is left behind. So that is why it is so salty. All right, one more page. This is the yes or no page. Can I reach the end of a rainbow? No. Rainbows are always in the distance. As you move closer, the rainbow moves farther away. Just like the moon. That's why it looks like the moon is following you when you're in a car. It's just always in the distance. Okay, do you know where these things are in the world? The Colosseum, Taj Mahal, sorry for the noisy cars, pyramids? Do you know where those are? The Colosseum is in Italy. The pyramids are in Egypt. And the Taj Mahal is in India. All right, are deserts always hot? No, they can be freezing at night. There are no clouds, so all the daytime heat escapes. The driest desert on the earth is actually in the coldest place, Antarctica. Oh my goodness. So a desert can actually be cold. Is the world getting warmer? Yes, in the last 100 years, the world has become 1.4 degrees hotter, and it is still warming up. Have there always been people on Earth? No, people have only been around for hundreds of thousands of years. Dinosaurs lived around 100 million years ago. Animals first walked on land 400 million years ago. The first living thing appeared 4 billion years ago. They were little bacteria things. And this is how humans lived 40,000 years ago. Except now, that's just what it looks like when we camp. Okay, are there places on Earth that have never been explored? Yes, vast areas of rainforest, desert, the frozen Antarctic, underground caves, and the bottom of the ocean. Those have all not been explored. There are also some mountains that have never been climbed. Wow. Does anyone live on the moon? What do you think? No. Astronauts have visited the moon, but they didn't stay very long. You have to take your own air to breathe if you go to the moon. Did you know that? On the moon, the air is not like the air here. So if we went to the moon without bringing our own and without having a special helmet and suit on, we wouldn't be able to breathe. Okay. Do rivers always flow to the sea? No. Rivers can run into another river, into a lake, into the ground, or just dry up. Do all countries have a ruler? Like a queen or a king? Yes, in fact, many have two. Someone to represent the country and someone to run it day by day. A king to run the country or represent the country, and the prime minister to run it. Other countries just have one person in charge. For example, here in the United States, we just have one president. Do all plants have flowers? No. Most plants need flowers to make seeds, but ferns, conifer trees, and mosses don't. So most plants need flowers to make seeds so that they can grow a new plant. But ferns, this kind of tree called a conifer tree, and moss don't need it. All right, that's it for this one. And we'll see you in the next video for the last video of this book, and we'll finish it up together.